Hello everybody, this is Michael Lee coming to you from the Helltown Centerville area, Butte County in Northern California. Let's do an update tour. Let's do an update video tour of the property I am working on to make it more open, healthy, sustainable, and fire resistant. So this should look familiar. I was able to do some limbing in this area, get rid of the low dead limbs that act as ladder fuels if a fire were to come through. Here's where a lot of blue oaks were cut. You can really see I did a lot of work over here recently. Let's actually walk over to this area because I did a lot of weed whacking, brush cutting, and limbing in this area. This is a wicked black oak. It's got a crack running through the trunk. It was damaged by the campfire, but it's still doing good. Here's another black oak that was damaged by the campfire, but it's still alive and thriving. Black oaks are very fire resistant. They're a California native species. So you can see I did a lot of work in this area. Still got to cut the stumps down to the earth and mushroom and plunge cut them, or bore cut them, whatever you want to call it. But this area is looking clean. Now here's the crack. See that? Whew, there's probably some lizards living in there. But man, it's got quite the lean to it. My goodness. But hopefully it'll be okay. And you can really see how this is starting to open up and look park-like, or as Native Americans would call it, clean. You want the land to look clean, open, park-like, and healthy. So let's go down, way down to there, because that's where we're working today. So let's walk down the ravine. And another important component here to the work that I'm doing is that I don't cut big, healthy, strong trees. I don't do that. I'm not a logger, right? I'm doing fire safety lumberjack work. So these trees that I leave are just absolutely thriving now because they have more room. They get more sun, they get more water, they get more nutrients from the soil. They don't have so many other sickly trees and brush around them competing for the limited amount of resources. So one of the things that you'll notice when you open up your property is you notice that the trees that you leave will perform better. They'll be healthier. Even this one, which is kind of a skanky looking, gnarly, fire damaged tree, that thing will fill out and turn into a nice oak, a nice full oak with a normal oak looking canopy. This area was insane. I hope you all were able to watch the video I made for this area. This area was insane. I kind of refer to this upper area as kind of like the blue oak ridge. A lot of blue oaks live there. Here's the domino falling that we did last week. Remember, that was the battering ram. And then that was the tree that we hit. Got the nice firewood piles going. Here's another view of that ravine I worked a lot recently. And now, this is where we're working today. So, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to cut this dead blue oak right here. Oh, look at the turkeys. See the turkeys over there? They're all female. 4? Yeah, 4 female turkeys. See that? Anyways, there is a method to my madness here. Brush pile. And I'm going to have to do some serious burning here in 3 months when we're allowed to burn in California again. But brush pile, firewood pile. I have to clean up this tree. This area looks good. I have to cut this tree. And then we'll just keep continuing down the ravine, cutting all the dead trees. I've already done, you can see I've already done the weed whacking and the brush cutting for this whole area. And I've already removed all the wood debris, the dead wood, the branches off the ground. There is a method to my madness. I like to clean the land before I do the glory work, which is the falling of the big dead trees. I hardly ever cut live trees. I've only cut 1 live tree on this entire property since I started working here. And it was because it had problems. It was a leaner, it was sickly, it had a bunch of dead branches on it. It needed to go, and it was right next to a couple of other healthy trees. Another good thing about removing sickly or dead trees is it prevents the bark beetles from inhabiting them. So anyways, that's the method to my madness. I kind of clean everything up so that it's easier to access the trunks I need to cut. But most importantly, so it's just safer and easier for me to move around. I don't like fallen trees when there's a bunch of crap everywhere. It's just so hard. Falling trees is dangerous enough, right? So clean it up first, clean it up. I'm going to leave this log here for soil erosion control, and it kind of keeps my firewood piles from rolling down the ravine. The camera isn't doing this justice, but it gets really steep through here. This ravine was an absolute disaster. I mean, it was an absolute disaster. There was crap everywhere in here. I got it cleaned up, though. By crap, I mean dead wood. Oh, and there was a lot of French broom I had to pull out. It's getting really hard to pull out the French broom because of how hard the dirt is this time of year. It's the summer here, it's hot and dry. This one needs to go. Property owner has marked it for removal. Dead blue oak. That will be the next thing we cut. So that one will be first, way up there. This one will be second. That will be third, that big dead branch right there. And then we continue moving down the ravine. Where'd those turkeys go? Here's a black oak that was damaged by the campfire, but once again, it's still alive and thriving. Black oaks are fire resistant. Here's a grouping of dead trees. We have a dead cedar, 3 dead ponderosa pines, and a dead blue oak. And they're all right next to each other. That'll be an interesting area. More dead ponderosa pines, a dead Doug fir. And there's also a live Doug fir around here. I just can't find it right now. Oh, right here. This is the only Douglas fir I've seen on this property, right here. And it's not looking good. Still alive though, so it's a keeper, and it's a cool species. Pretty rare for this area. There's a cedar. See that? Looks like it's dead, and then it's got some greenery up there. So this is a serious area. These are big trees, a lot of them over 100 feet tall. So what we're going to do for this area is we're going to... oh, it's so steep through here. Okay, so let me get my Let me get my thoughts together here, my plan. Okay. Oh, look at all the holes in this ponderosa pine. From bark beetles. Yikes. Okay, so the plan is remove this dead oak, remove that dead blue oak, and that will open us up a nice hole over here. We've got water pipes there, so we can't go that far, but I don't think these trees are tall enough to hit that water pipe, so we'll be fine. And then we'll have a nice hole to fall all of these dead ponderosa pines. You can see that I could just fall them that way down slope, which is what probably other workers would do, but I'm not okay with that. I have not cleaned that lower area yet. I've done a little bit. I made a path down to the pond, but that doesn't really count. I haven't cleaned the area like I have up here. See the difference? See how that's clean and how that's dirty and choked with excessive fuel loads? So if I fall these ponderosa pines down slope, it's just going to add to the mess that's down there, and I'm going to have difficulty limbing and bucking them and cleaning it up. So they're not going to go that way. They're going to go this way. And maybe this way. We'll have to see about that. Each tree needs to be judged individually. And then after that, we finally get to get rid of these leaners or hazard trees. And that's very important for the property owner. Him and I do not like these leaners. It's just the stereotypical ladder fuel. Not good. No good. All right. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Yeah. Watch my next video of me falling, limbing, and bucking that dead blue oak. That's up on the ridge. All right, so make sure you watch that video. Yep.